If the Lions go 12-4, I'm sending this tape into ESPN.
Welcome to Chance, baby. We don't win in the specific years that I want us to win. Let's go! Let's go! I was big on them and so was Chandler. Because he's not the better player. Watch them play football.
Oh my God! You watched the highlights? Did you watch Johnny Manziel's highlights when he? Whoa, guys! Look at me! I'm gonna go throw the ball.
If Stidham outperforms Newton, Stidham's gonna start. That's all you have. How are you gonna win the division with that? How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to yet another episode of the Nosebleeds podcast. We're back with another NFL recap of Week 9, and then we're going to give our predictions for Week 10. We got a lot to talk about this week. The Bucs are terrible again. Patriots are terrible as usual, even when they win. And Dalvin Cook keeps tearing through the league. And I have him in the Nosebleeds League. I wonder who won that trade, Chandler?
Yeah, I think we can safely assume that Nick won that one.
Hey, I'm still going to win the league.
In what league? Nosebleeds?
Maybe.
Probably. I mean, I don't know.
If I make the playoffs, it's over because my record is not good, but
I don't think.
You mean it's over?
I'm the only team who can't make it. I'm the only person who won't win.
Are you mathematically
I think Stuart's mathematically out.
I might be. I'm 2-7. My team's not even that bad. Listen to this. Deshaun Watson. Well, Nick Chubb just came back, but Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Devontae Adams. Usually it's on a bye. Amari Cooper, but I'm starting Justin Jefferson this week. Mark Andrews, Keenan Allen. I do have Washington's defense, but only because the Eagles wasn't good. And then Robbie Gould, who's a pretty good kicker. So I don't know why I'm so bad, but I'm trying to pick up. That
would be like a really good team, like a 10-person league.
Yeah, right. Or like the best team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But instead, I just get clapped every week.
I mean, yeah. It's hard to compete when I have Patrick Mahomes, Derrick Henry, and CMC.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll get into more fantasy later with the fantasy update. We'll go through.
Pietro didn't even start a tight end. And he still beat me. This is ridiculous.
Mahomes is on bye, so I can put in Rodgers now. Let's go.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. And I guess who started Brady over Rodgers this week?
You
and Deshaun. I started Brady in both my leagues, and he had 4 points. I'm starting Rodgers. He's playing the Jags.
Did you beat Pietro?
No, I lost, even though he didn't even start.
Even though he didn't start a tight end. I had 0 points from tight end.
Oh
no, Stuart, baby.
My team's not even that bad. I don't understand how this happens every week.
I mean, clearly it is.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon, nice job, dude. 3.7. Tom Brady, 2.36. Keenan Allen at 25 and Devontae Adams at 33, but Fournette.
You're kind of wasting them. You should probably trade them to me.
Mark Andrews had 5.
No, give them to me. I don't even need them because I like the best. All right. Anyway, you already know who we are. My name is Nick Antonakis.
Really?
I'm joined by Stuart Brooks and Chandler Betts. Back here with another NFL recap. We'll dive into this week's games. Are you guys ready to get into it?
Of course.
Yep.
Clap it up from Chandler. I really hope that they can't see those in the recording because I'm
pretty sure they can.
Why would it be bad?
I don't think they can. No, not bad.
Hey, comment put in the comment section if you can see the emojis that we put up.
What happened to I gotta fix it.
And list them in order and you'll win a prize.
Yeah, you'll get a shout out in the next Nosebleeds episode. For all 21 people to see.
Boom. All right, let's dive into it. Let's start off with the Thursday game. Packers-Niners. Packers get the W, 34-17. And, it's kind of just a handicapped 49ers team. They're basically lacking all of their starters right now.
They have 0 people who touched the ball by the end of the game. They had 0 people who touched the ball in the NFC Championship. Other than the center, because the center touches the ball every play. But nobody else. Ooh. Everybody else is either on the Miami Dolphins or injured. Miami Dolphins being Matt Breida.
Sorry, I'm just looking at it. I'm sorry.
Stuart, what are you doing?
He's zoned out.
I have a green screen.
He has his hand raised. I don't know what.
Does he?
Rotate? Oh, look at this. Sorry.
Shoot, I hit on it. Lower all hands.
Look at I'm rotated. Look at my thing.
What?
Let's do this. All right. All right, so let's talk about football.
So give us your upside down takes.
What are we talking about? Which game?
The 49ers Packers.
Oh, the Thursday night game.
Go into his head.
Oh, that game was terrible. Yeah, it's just Nick Mullins padding his stats.
Nick Mullins
and Aaron
he
Rodgers
put up 17 points.
I'd probably still rather have Nick Mullins than
that dude. James looks
Jared
pretty good. Richie
I mean,
James. Yeah.
Yes.
But, I think he got
James.
hurt too. I think he got hurt as well. But yeah, Rodgers looked good. But again, the Packers. I don't want to say they're not frauds, as we like to use that word, but they're not.
I
mean, you never know. The NFC
we
is kind of wide
we
open,
basically called everybody frauds last
year. Yeah, basically everyone's a fraud except the Chiefs.
I still don't know how good they are. I mean, this isn't like convincing me of much. 49ers aren't that good, but I don't really have much to say except that Rodgers looked
good. Why
are
you still upside down?
I don't know.
I just noticed that.
How do you fix this?
He's been upside down the whole time he's been talking.
Look at that. And I'm back.
There's really not that much to say about that game.
Yeah, honestly,
any game against the 49ers is not really a game because if you lose to them, you're terrible, basically.
Patriots.
Oh, but they still had Jimmy G at the time, so.
But still, he sucked that game.
We'll get to the Patriots. I have a lot of things to say about the Patriots.
Yeah, we all do. It's basically just going to turn into like 30 minutes of a rant on the Patriots. There's going to be a lot to talk about there. But now we got the Texans and the Jaguars game. It's actually a really good game. And again, I feel like Chandler's just like getting everything right. Because that backup quarterback, whoever he was, who they drafted in the 6th round,
Oregon State, that I said the Patriots should have drafted. He was a baller. He was very good.
What was that? Oh. I thought it was like a spider. I was like, what the?
Ooh, I have look at this thing.
Oh,
fancy.
Ping pong balls. Shout out Ping Pong Club.
All right, Ping Pong Club. What is this turning into?
Right, Jake Luton. Let's stick with that. Jake Luton was very good.
This is great.
304 yards is just off the top of my head. 304 yards, touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and an interception. I think 18 for 26. I think.
I'll check.
Check that. Yeah, check that. I think 18 for 26.
He was 26 for 38.
I had one of the numbers
304 yards, 1 touchdown.
What just happened? Oh, there we go.
And they also had a rushing touchdown. That was a
304 yards.
He did a spin. He had a spin move in the end zone.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened on the 2-point. He just kind of like threw it, and it was just over. It was like so anticlimactic.
I mean, I'm just saying that's probably better than Gardner would have done in that game. So, again, let's take my credit for that. He was very good, and every game that he plays is just gonna make us wish that we drafted him. Like I said, he's not gonna be Brady. He's not going to be a 6th round gem like Brady. He's going to be like Gardner.
He seems solid though. Yeah.
He seems solid. He's going to have I think he's probably going to
excellent backup. He'd be like an excellent backup.
Yeah. He's going to be like Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah. And Deshaun, again, he didn't even play that bad, but they lose just like he doesn't even put up that. And this dude Fuller, Fuller, he's good. He's on my fantasy team, but Fuller, but Will Fuller.
And he's
had a touchdown in like
Brandon
9
Cooks.
straight games.
Well, no, he only had like 3 catches.
That was such a fun game.
One of them just happened.
Yeah, no, there were like 3 bombs downfield.
Yeah, the first. I think it was the first throw for Texans. I watched that Jake Luton throw. I go crazy. I go grab a drink, and then I come back. The ball is literally in the air, and Brandon Cooks is in the end zone. That was a very electric start. And those are two. Yeah, let's go. Those are two. I mean, I can't say the Jaguars are a good team, but Texans are really picking it up. So Dolphins fans probably aren't happy because they have to pick.
Yeah,
the Texans.
The Dolphins are going to be so good.
Team.
Nope.
The Dolphins are going to be very good.
They're better
even better next year when they get this top 10 pick again. That's ridiculous. What a rebuilds. Finally, but. Mustache?
There's so many things. Oh, it's gone. No. Oh no.
Before the sunglasses were glitching around your face,
game,
but
Nick?
Next we got the Giants and I almost said the Redskins, but the Washington football team.
Then you just did say it.
Yeah.
I just corrected myself in the middle of saying it.
By saying it.
Giants versus Washington, 23-20. The Giants won. I thought the Washington football team was seriously going to win this game. I don't know how that the Giants won.
Because prayers up to Kyle Allen. Who torn ACL.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
He's out for the season. That will.
That dude, what's his name? Rivera said that he wasn't. He was like, there's still it's too premature. I'm like, this dude's leg folded in half. Like, what's wrong?
Yeah,
with you?
it's bad.
He's out.
He's out for the season. Alex Smith touchdown and 3 interceptions, but he still didn't look that bad.
He didn't look that bad. He was just trying to force downfield at the end for the win.
Yeah.
And he threw a pick. It's not that well,
but
Giants running the table to win the division?
I mean,
I know, honestly.
the defense is very good.
Yeah, and
I've been saying it.
Daniel Jones isn't great, but they
is
have
actually
weapons.
playing really good.
Well, he played fine. We don't want to say really good. He was okay.
Not really, but I mean, for his expectations.
Daniel
Even then.
Jones. I want to see what his numbers are this season.
I mean, look at his numbers for the game. 23 for 34.
He's 8 touchdowns and 9 picks this season. That's not very good.
He has how many?
8 touchdowns, 9 picks this season.
That
76 quarterback rating. And he still hasn't reached 2,000 yards. So,
Well, I mean, in these past 2 games, he's been pretty good. He actually did very well against the Bucs defense last week.
Oh, yeah, the Bucs defense is good, but
it was supposed to be
They're very inconsistent.
Really, their front 7.
But yeah.
They have a shot, honestly, at winning the division if the Eagles keep taking L's.
Can't be secured.
But I'd still,
And we'll get to another team that was very interesting the weekend in that division.
All right, next game.
Ravens Colts, a very boring game to say the least. We had high expectations for this game, but it was really not good.
Yeah,
24-10, Ravens won.
The worst fumble ever. Like you're up 7-0, you're driving, you're at home, you have momentum, and then just the terrible fumble 6. Jonathan Taylor, and then Philip Rivers just completely fell over and couldn't tackle him.
Yeah.
Ravens. At least I got some points for fantasy on that one, but I lost anyway. But anyway,
good thing that I benched Jonathan Taylor this week.
Lamar Jackson the passing game is concerning for them. They just can't throw at all. I mean,
they don't have a wide receiver. Lamar Jackson won't throw the ball, and Mark Andrews has kind of. I don't want to say he's disappeared, but it's been tough without.
Not nearly as relevant as it was last year.
Outside of Lamar, the running game is it's by committee. They don't have a.
J.K. Dobbins had a good week 2 weeks ago. But it was
Mark
terrible.
Ingram just done basically. He's just hasn't done anything. I mean, I'd still say that Lamar, just with his legs and minimal passing, is still a threat. You don't want to deal with that. But
don't get me wrong; they're still going to kill us.
Yeah, they need more though. They should have signed Antonio Brown. They really signed
Dez.
Yeah. Dez, he tore his Achilles last year, or he tore his ACL, I think. Because remember, he got signed on the Saints practice squad.
Yeah. Was that last year? I feel so.
Might have been 2 years ago. I don't know. He hasn't. When was the last time he was productive? 3 years ago? I'm not really.
2017, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really I don't. He was a great receiver at his best, but I mean, let's be real. How much of an impact is he realistically going to have?
He has not played football in a long time.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's been over 2 years at this point.
Yes, it has.
Definitely, yeah.
But,
or almost. I mean, I'm rooting for him to do well, but
of course, yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you, he's looked good in the training that he's been doing. He's been putting in a lot of work, but that's training.
He played,
that's
and
not
he
a
didn't
real
get targeted
cornerback.
Once.
Yeah. But who knows? Maybe he'll make some sort of impact.
Yeah, the Colts are just capped by Philip Rivers. They're good.
Yeah,
but he just can't do anything. They have a good defense.
It's like the Bears. The Colts are the Bears of the AFC.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Bears are a better team than the Colts, though.
I do think the Bears are a little better.
Yeah, they have a better.
But
the only difference is
wide receiver core is better.
Yeah, because the Colts don't have a wide receiver.
Yeah, T.Y. Hilton had his annual injury last
Michael
week.
Michael Pittman is gonna be good, but
he's still young.
Only
takes time. Yeah. All right. Next, we have Vikings versus Lions. Dalvin Cook pops off once again.
What a player.
What was that stat that I saw? He had 6 touchdowns in his last 2 games.
Yeah,
over 500 yards.
That's
ridiculous.
That's crazy.
478 on the ground alone. That's insane.
But
I don't know. I can't think of any better 2-game stretch.
Lions, the dream is over for Chris. They took their 5th loss. That's it.
They're gonna finish 5-11. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And also Stafford got hurt, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
dude did. Because then was it Blau? David Blau.
Yeah, some dude was in the back. He threw a pick, but
he was the lowest rated quarterback at the beginning of Madden.
See, if the Vikings had just won a couple of the games, they could have been the
fraud
team.
No, it's Chase Daniel who came into the game. Sorry to cut you off.
See, the Vikings, they could have been the fraud team the season, because if they just had a couple more wins, they would have been 5-3 instead of 3-5. But
so could the Patriots.
This is realistically where they are. I mean, they have good pieces, and Dalvin Cook might be the best running back in the league, but even though they've looked good these last 2 weeks, they're not making the playoffs. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Their schedule is also tough, I think, going forward. So
and another team that's capped by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. They might.
He's looked a little bit these last couple weeks, but
they
no,
could play themselves out of one of the first round quarterbacks. Very feasible.
Right.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook single-handedly.
It's between them and us for quarterback 4. Like whoever that be.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I would say that the
one.
Patriots honestly have better odds for quarterback 3, maybe even 2, if things keep going the way they're going.
The Vikings still play the Lions.
Well, because
one more, so that's probably another win.
Because
but
the quarterbacks are going to go 1, 3, and 5 to the Jets, the Jaguars, and the Washington football team.
Oh, I forgot about Washington.
Because they have the quarterback right now.
Yeah,
so
they definitely.
We're gonna be around like 9, so we're probably gonna get QB.
We might be higher than that, but we'll see.
We'll see.
We could be 7, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, what is it? Tankathon. The with like the season projections has us at 13 somehow.
That's no way. I mean,
really?
It would be like 9.
Let me just see. I wonder if they put the lines up for any of our games, like going forward here, like against the Texans. Is it how? No, there's
People are
nothing
saying
up.
that.
Okay, Texans has opened at 1, which is not
the
really.
Consensus is that the media thinks we're going to be around 500, like 7 and 9, but I think we're going to be much worse than that. I think we're probably going to be 5 and 11.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the odds here. We're -1 favorite. We're -1. The Texans are -1 favorites against us. The Cardinals somehow we're favored. I think these are preseason. These are preseason lines still because we're favored by 5.5 against the Cardinals. It doesn't make sense, but
that's absolutely not going to happen.
Yeah, and we're going to Arizona. But anyway, yeah.
All right. Anything else? Yeah, no, nothing else really in this game. So
sorry,
Titans Bears. Titans get the W after a terrible week last week, 24-17. I mean, it was kind of expected, honestly.
Yeah, so what's the problem
that Bears
with the Titans,
offense?
though?
That Bears offense is trash. I mean, their defense finally stepped up.
Yes.
Yeah. And AJ Brown is a freaking beast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
even without Corey Davis.
Oh my God.
DK Metcalf is good, and he's probably one of the best receivers in the league already. But AJ Brown is also he's
he's
freaking
incredible.
Monster. He's huge and very fast, just like DK. If we had just drafted him, he's a Patriots fan. Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh my God, we could have had him.
Hey, guys, we got N'Keal Harry. So
no, I don't even want to hear his name.
In the league.
I don't even want to hear his name. Yeah, he gets so much separation, guys.
Separation stat is dominating.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I am in no mood.
The Titans, no matter how good or bad they are, they're 6-2, and that puts them in favorable position.
Yeah.
Going forward, they still play Tennessee. They
look better
still
than
play
Jacksonville,
and they play Indy on Thursday. So
yeah, that's gonna be a good game.
If they win that game, that's probably the division right there.
Yeah.
Even if they lose, they still have
it'll be 6 and the Colts will be leading the division if they win on Thursday. But
yeah, tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, not much to say. And the Bears' offense is just atrocious with Nick Foles.
It's more the quarterback position.
Put Trubisky back in there. You know what?
Honestly,
just see what you got. Just see what you got. Maybe there hasn't been a lot of game planning for him. Just throw him in there, see what happens for a couple quarters.
Nick Foles is just not good.
He's terrible.
At least Mitch Trubisky had flashes of
At least he can run around a little bit.
Yeah.
At least he could get a 7-yard quarterback sneak. Foles just freaking throws interceptions.
Yeah.
Their defense is not bad. They have a very good offensive. They have good offensive pieces. There's coaching staff. They made the playoffs. Like they have there's no reason why this team shouldn't be a strong wild card contender. And yet it's just they just can't figure it out. And also David Montgomery is just terrible.
They just don't have an offense formulated to run.
He has no breakaway speed at all. He gets in the open field to tackle him right away.
Yeah.
He's like Sony Michel.
Yeah, he is.
Nice comparison. Well, he's better than Sony, but
yeah, he is. But
he can catch the ball.
Trent Richardson is Sony Michel comparison.
That's bad.
I mean, Trent Richardson at least had a 1,000-yard rushing season.
He also doesn't know what a gap is.
I think he actually has a vision problem.
Oh my God!
I'm still giving. I don't like Sony Michel. Everyone who's watched this knows how much I dislike Sony Michel. Trent Richardson is not better than Sony Michel. He might be.
Yeah, he is.
No,
he had 1,000 yards in a season. He still had the speed, even though he was kind of dumb.
Wait, didn't Sony had a 1,000-yard season his rookie year, didn't he?
No, he's like 700 yards. Let me just look this up real quick.
Hold on,
he was good enough to trade for a first round pick.
If you count the playoffs, he probably did.
You don't count the playoffs. He didn't have that many yards. All right, let's see here. Trent Richardson, rookie season. Oh, wait, he didn't even have 1,000. Trent Richardson's rookie season had 950 yards, 3.6 yards per carry, and 11 touchdowns. Not terrible.
That's not a bad season.
And one catch.
And then they traded him for Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, right. They traded him.
They traded him for the pick that ended up drafting.
I don't want
Johnny Football.
20.
All right, and then Sony Michel. Just look at Wikipedia, dude. NFL stats. Sony Michel, he had 931 yards and 6 touchdowns. He had a better rushing average though.
So they're basically the same.
Yeah, well, that's pretty sad.
That's bad.
931 yards his rookie year.
He literally just said that.
Oh.
Like, oh my god.
His
the episode's ruined. Let's go. Move on.
How did he have 7 touchdowns last year? That's crazy.
Goal line.
Because they give it to him on the goal line. Yeah.
Should just let Brady
Rex
throw it.
Burkhead is taking over for that position now. But anyway, one more thing about the Bears though. They're in an extremely interesting spot because they're just they have the team to contend, but they don't have the quarterback because if they don't
play
make
the Vikings
a move,
on Monday night. And they're actually not even favored now that I see this.
Oh, well, wow. Monday night, that's a wrap for Kirk Cousins. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, prime time.
But hey, they just hand it off to Dalvin Cook. You'll be fine.
Yep.
Yeah, until he drops it backwards.
To Justin Jefferson.
They're just gonna sack the box every time.
But if the Bears don't get a quarterback this offseason, I think that's it because
it's gonna be tough for them to get one. They don't have their first round pick.
I don't think they're going to get a pick.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
But
I don't think they're going to get one with a pick, but I think they'll get one in free agency or a trade or something.
Jameis would fit. He can throw deep balls, and they have guys who can make big plays.
Yeah.
And apparently Matt Nagy is an offensive mastermind with a quarterback who can throw the ball, so not Nick Foles. Apparently he was.
I understand Nick Foles. How is he so good in those?
He threw 6 touchdowns in an NFL game once.
7.
What if the Patriots don't draft a quarterback and then we get Mitch Trubisky?
For the most in a single game.
But Nick, don't say that.
What would you do if we got Mitch Trubisky?
This is what I would do. Hold on.
Quarterback? We trade away our first round pick, draft a safety, sign Mitch Trubisky, and get Des Bryant too, because why not?
I'd take Des Bryant. He's better than any receiver we have. Well, maybe not. Maybe he's not.
Myers might
Jacoby Myers?
We'll get
don't even hate on Jacoby Myers.
What's that? This is how I feel.
Mask up. All right.
Oh my god.
Chiefs Panthers, a very good game. Panthers almost won. I really wanted the Panthers to win, but the Chiefs won 33-31.
And he's not going to miss time. I'm
Teddy Bridgewater? Holy crap.
What a guy.
He was playing insane.
He did have a couple picks, but it's
yeah, he was good.
Yeah, I know, but in that final stretch when he ran for that 17-yard first down on 3rd and 17.
Yeah.
Wow, so why so specific?
I just remember the now.
No, let me just look at the numbers here.
It's called
he didn't even have any picks. He played amazing. He was 36 of 49, 310, 2 touchdowns, 103 quarterback rating. No, but rushing. He had 19 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Yeah, he had a good game. Teddy Two Gloves. Maybe the Patriots should have signed him instead of Cam, huh?
You're right.
Yeah. And I remember all the Patriots analysts were saying oh, you don't want to sign a guy like Teddy Bridgewater who's good but not good enough to take over. What? Who
else was available?
They were saying as a 1-year rental. Why would we just not want Teddy Bridgewater? Who else are we gonna get?
Well, also we have to remember that Teddy Bridgewater is being paid $60 million over 4 years.
63 over 3 years, I think.
Which is a lot of money, which we did not have.
Yeah, that's just about where his average. That's a pretty good contract, but
there's no way we could have gotten.
The Panthers are probably the best. I see that. Who do you think's better right now, the Panthers or the Bears?
I mean, record the Bears are gonna make the playoffs.
Maybe. If 5-4 now, I don't know.
How about I think the Bears are better.
How about the Panthers?
How about the Panthers don't have a good defense?
How about the Panthers or the Colts, or the Panthers or the Browns?
I'm big on the Panthers. You guys know
the Browns.
I'm big on the Panthers.
How about the Panthers?
I would pick the Panthers over the Browns and the Colts right now.
Really?
Yeah, think about that. Think about this. The Panthers are 3-6. Those teams are 5-3. That's just crazy. This team is the best
AFC
3-6
is full of frauds.
Yes,
I guess so. Because
but I guess it's literally it's only their offense.
Who?
Their defense is not that good.
Yeah, they lost James Bradbury.
To
the Giants, and he's been great for them.
Yeah, no, their offense is dynamic. They're the perfect example of just kind of like they don't have to like force it to anybody. They just kind of, they don't need to force it to CMC.
Talent,
They have so much talent. They just kind of spread it out. It always
Bobby
seems to
Anderson,
work out for them.
DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel.
Their wide receiver
Christian
core.
McCaffrey,
Holy shit, it's so
Mike
good.
Davis.
Mike Davis has emerged. CMC.
Ian Thomas has been okay. I expect them to draft a tight end this.
They're solid. They just need to work on that defense, and this is a real good team. It doesn't seem like they're going to make the playoffs just because of the record, and they still have to play New Orleans and Tampa Bay. They play Tampa Bay this week.
Good team though.
They probably won't be finishing better than 8-8, but it's
I think they'll be like in that race though. They'll get like
they'll be like 6-7 heading into week 15. Like they'll still be
probably.
Yeah.
And they'll probably end 7-9.
Hey, I will say this though: if the NFL does that 8-team format thing,
maybe
because
they don't have a chance.
It's breaking news. No, I think they have a shot at that 8 spot.
Well, let me just see who they're playing here.
Let's look at
because
their
they
schedule.
have
That's actually
New
a good
Orleans
point.
and
They're playing Tampa Bay this week. Then they're playing the Lions.
That's
then they're the other teams going for it.
Then they're playing the
Vikings and the Broncos. Maybe even the Packers. Washington football team. That's another win.
I'd say they lose to the Packers. Packers are pretty good.
Yeah.
Then they play Washington.
Packers lost to
they play the Saints. They play the
Vikings the other day.
A week ago, but 2 weeks ago. Yeah, no,
it's gonna be close, but I think they still have a shot. If they can get an upset or two, then but
as for the teams that you have going for that, we have to remember that though. You have the division winners. Let's just assume the division winners all stayed the same. You have the Eagles, the Seahawks, the Packers, and the Saints. So then you have the Bucks, the Bears, the Cardinals, the Rams, and that's 4. So that's 8. They do have a chance.
If there's 8.
If the Rams keep
there's 8
flopping, like
they're
like 5-4, aren't they?
They're 5-3. They still have a very clear path, even if there's 7.
I guess we'll see. It's going to be interesting, definitely, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. But next game, we got the Bills versus the Seahawks. The Bills just decide to show up this week, and the Seahawks just don't. Bills win 44-34. Bunch of smiley faces. What is going on with Stewart's camera right now?
Stewart's so happy about Josh Allen.
Yeah,
I know. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Dude, he put up such good fantasy numbers right after you tried to make that trade to me in Nosebleeds. You were just
because he wasn't good before, in all fairness. And I still think
he wasn't doing good, but still.
I still think he's a fraud.
I think the Bills are kind of, they're not very
check
good
it out,
right
black
now
and white. This is great.
That's cool.
Cinnamon, cream, seafoam, septa, gum.
Where is this?
I don't know. I downloaded it just now.
Stuart, what are you doing?
Okay, let's
back on topic, everybody.
The Seahawks have no defense. They are averaging.
It's really bad.
I saw this today. They're letting up an average of 342 passing yards a game. An average.
Hey, wait! If they didn't get Jamal Adams, they would literally be screwed.
Well, he was also out for a couple games.
Yeah, I know.
But it hasn't mattered. Their defense is terrible.
Who?
Seattle?
Seahawks.
They might be the worst defense in the league. I'm not even kidding.
Maybe.
How many points a game have they given up?
Oh, look at that Jordan Brooks draft pick, linebacker.
There's a petition to fire their head coach right now. Not the head coach, the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, there's no way Pete Carroll gets it.
Ken Norton Jr.
He just got an extension.
Yeah, he did.
The Bills, I don't know. Their defense was just, it kind of showed up, I guess. They still gave up 34 points.
The Seahawks are 30th in points allowed. They've given up 30.4 points a game. The only teams that are worse defensively this season are Jacksonville and Dallas.
The Jets are better than them defensively?
Yeah, they've only given up 29.8.
Oh, that's bad.
Houston is better. Detroit is better. Cleveland's surprisingly high. Las Vegas, the Patriots are actually 12th, which is surprisingly high. But this is not a good year for elite defenses. The best defense in the league this year so far points per game is Baltimore. They're giving up 17.8. There have been years where teams give up 12 and stuff. This is not a very good. There's no elite. There's no 2015 Broncos this season. There's no elite defensive unit.
That was 12.8 or something.
Something really low. They were incredible, but anyway, but their defense is just absolutely atrocious, as we've been saying. But the offense still looks good. But Russell Wilson I honestly think we're going to get to him, but Mahomes is overtaking him now.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's thrown too many. He has 8 interceptions, multiple fumbles. He's on pace for like more than 15 picks. That's kind of a lot. Even if he throws 45 touchdowns, that's it's because he has to throw the ball a lot because his running game has just abandoned him, and the defense is terrible.
Chris Carson's out, right?
And the defense is just terrible.
He is.
DJ Dallas is the fantasy pickup or whatever, but
it's DJ. It's DEE.
They just got into a hole, and I don't understand how this. Honestly, the Bills. I just don't understand them. It's just like
they're so back and forth. Literally every team in the league is being wicked inconsistent right now.
Did you see how?
Like I feel like 1 week we're saying they're frauds, and then the next they put up.
I'm still not sold.
I still don't think the Bills are good for that.
I'm not sold on them, but they're 7-2 now. That's pretty good, but.
You can only beat
what's wrong with them is that, or what seems to be, is that Josh Allen is better when he has to get into a rhythm. Like they threw the ball, I think it was 22 out of their first 22 plays. Like they were trying to get him because remember last week they were running the ball on the Pats, and then when Josh actually went back to throw, it's like the Patriots were daring him to, and he threw that terrible interception to J.C. Jackson. Like he didn't look that good last week, but I think it just takes a while to get into a groove, and also it kind of Seattle's defense is worse than the Patriots. Like, and Jamal Adams has not helped at all. Like I've seen all these things. He's I think 78th out of 93 on Pro Football Focus for like ranked safeties. He's missed a few games, but so it's not a full sample size. But basically, his coverage has been terrible. He's still good at rushing the quarterback. He's more like a linebacker almost. Like he's kind of slow. The Bills receivers were beating the Seahawks so much in the open field. That's exactly where he's supposed to be the most effective. So I don't know. Maybe that was a questionable trade decision. What did they give up for him? Do you remember?
2 first-round picks.
Wow, really?
Whoa.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna put on my draft nerd goggles for a second. So you had they gave up 2 picks for him, the 2 first-round picks in 2021 and 2022. Their last 3 picks.
Wow.
The last 3 first-round picks. They're drafting at the end, but that's no excuse for drafting Jordan Brooks, who, frankly, I barely knew who he was, and I was covering the draft very intently. LJ Collier, who's horrible.
Is this
and Rashard Penny.
The running back.
3 first-round picks. I don't think either of them are in the top 2/3 of their position. Any 3 of them. They're all horrible.
Pete Carroll, not a good drafter either. Well, he used to be.
Who?
Well, actually, no, he's not their GM.
Oh, Pete Carroll. Oh, yeah, he's not the GM there.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Is that not a bad decision then, giving away these first rounders because they're not drafting well anyway?
You can't expect to not draft well.
Well, true.
Especially if it's a first round pick, you're expecting to get value. Yeah.
You can't be like, this first round pick
we don't draft good anyway.
End up being a 6th round talent, so let's trade it for a 2nd round pick or something. I don't know.
You're expecting to get a borderline Pro Bowl level talent at the very least if you're drafting in the top 25. You're looking to get a productive starter for 6
even if you're
years.
drafting in the top. If you're drafting in the top 32, you have to have somebody that will start for at least 5 years.
Yeah, someone productive.
LJ Collier starting doesn't mean he's any good.
No
I haven't heard Jordan Brooks' name once all season.
What is his position?
He's an inside linebacker.
Okay, and then they traded for Dunlap. They had 7 sacks, but they lost. The Bills had 7 sacks. The Seahawks had 7 sacks, but they got scored on 4. They had 44 points.
Maybe another team that should have traded for Stephon Gilmore.
That doesn't make any sense.
Literally.
That doesn't make any sense. How do you get sacked 7 times and put up 44? That doesn't make any sense at all.
I think Josh Allen.
Probably some of the sacks are like 2-yard losses because Allen scrambles, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about this one. So we're good.
We weren't asking.
Falcons versus Broncos.
No one watched
Falcons get the W. I was right, but it doesn't even matter because I did terrible this week.
Well, we'll get to that.
They did. They won 34-27. The Broncos they're not good, and we knew this.
They almost came back again though. The Falcons
did beat us.
Blow it again.
Yeah,
but Matt Ryan actually had a solid game. Maybe
even without Calvin.
He leads the league in passing yards right now.
He does that like every year.
Yeah. The thing is, it's another team, Atlanta. It's another team. This is even more so. This team, they beat Dallas, right? What are they, 3-6 right now? If they beat Dallas and if they beat the Lions, it's 5-4 heading into the following weeks with a good offense. Like that's a good position.
5-6.
But, no. I mean, like if they'd won those games.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They could have been 5-4. Like these aren't like, if they had just done this. If they had just like literally no one had
Hold a
ever
lead.
onside kicked.
Yeah.
And then Todd Gurley falls down. They're 5-4 right now. Like these are what like this isn't like, oh, they almost won that game. You never know. Like all they would have had to do is really basic things to win. This team could be a playoff contender, but it's kind of like the Panthers. Like they're not 3-6, and their defense is kind of terrible. But I mean, at least
they just cut.
They're, I mean, aren't they?
Tariq McKinley.
Yeah, they're 3-1 over the last 4 games. So
this is what always happens to the Falcons. They heat up like halfway through the season, but it's too late because they already suck.
Literally. Yeah,
Yep,
that's true.
And they're getting out of the way to draft a good player. They're not going to draft a good player.
Nothing to really say. No, probably not.
They can't.
Just go for defense, honestly. They can try to recreate some of the 2016.
Micah Parsons is probably their
2000. What am I saying? Who was the other team? Oh, yeah, the Broncos. Yeah, not much to say there. They're just kind of terrible.
Drew Lock's not good.
Unfortunately,
that's like the one that might be the one that I really missed. I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't completely give up on him yet, but he really doesn't.
He's definitely having a bad year.
Yeah,
what was his injury? Because remember he was injured.
Yeah, he was. I don't know.
Don't even know.
It shouldn't affect.
Do you think that's affecting him? Because it must.
Depends on what the injury was.
He didn't start the season.
I'm looking up what it is.
But in that first game of the year against Tennessee, he didn't look very good either. And what was week 2? I don't remember. But
what Drew Lock injury?
It was a shoulder injury.
Okay, well maybe that.
But was it throwing? I think it was his throwing shoulder. Let me look it up. Now that I remember that.
But I mean, that doesn't really make up for because it's been more his decision making that hasn't been good. Like we literally saw in the game against the Pats, he almost blew the game because he threw that long ball for no reason when they already had the game won, and then they threw a pick. Yeah, like that was
one of the
terrible.
Worst. That's the second time it's happened this season.
Yeah,
for the Patriots, because then Flacco this week.
Yeah, Flacco did the same exact thing.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. All right. Anything else with these two teams?
Nope. They're just both boring.
Yeah. I mean, I like the Falcons, but they're still not good.
I think it's probably gone after the season.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. This is supposed to be the Broncos' year to make a comeback, but they just...
It's starting to get concerning now.
Von Miller's injury has really hurt them.
But it is starting to get a little concerning now. They haven't made the playoffs since they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Noah Fant's also injured.
I saw they came up limping. Yeah.
And Cortland Sutton and Von Miller, all these guys are out.
Jerry Jeudy was awesome, though.
Yeah, he looked good.
Was 8 receptions, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
But the Falcons, the Broncos. I mean, how much longer with Elway?
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
He also got COVID.
Still hasn't found a quarterback.
Speedy recovery.
And this team hasn't made the playoffs since they won the Super Bowl. So, like I said,
newsflash: your quarterback doesn't have to be 6'4" anymore.
I don't know.
Literally.
What at this point, like it's, Denver. They won 3 as a franchise. They won 3 Super Bowls. Like they're supposed to be one of those teams that's like people talk about them like
prestigious.
They're good, like perennial good, but they haven't been good for half a decade now. I mean, it's just I don't know.
Sad. And I kind of expected them to make that comeback this year and kind of rise back up to like, oh wow, we're playing the Broncos. That's a special team.
I thought they were gonna be like the Raiders are this year or something like that.
Yeah.
The Dolphins. They'd be like one of those teams. There's 4, 5, and 3 teams in the AFC right now, and I feel like they should be in that class, but they're just not.
Like I would kind of compare them to, let's just say like kind of like the Patriots for right now, because even though we suck this year, when people play us, they're still like, oh, we're playing the Patriots.
Yeah, that's why the lines don't go up as high.
Well, they're better though. Pretty considerably. They have a better future.
Who? The Broncos?
Broncos.
I mean,
they have 3.
They have a much better offensive
pass catchers.
Yeah, and they have a couple. They still have Chubb on the line and stuff, but
All right.
How about the Broncos?
How about them Broncos? Not good. Raiders, Chargers. Raiders get the W. 31.
Speaking of coaches that are probably going to get fired,
Anthony Lynn.
Anthony Lynn. He's not done. So okay, I don't know how much
finding a way to lose.
I literally don't know if it's his fault.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
he's like a nice guy. He was
at that point. It has to be. It has to be his fault.
They're a good team. They have a good offense and a good defense on
Justin
paper.
Herbert is really good at football.
He's so good.
Like,
he's the best rookie so far.
It's weird. It was always weird to me that people were saying that he wasn't going to be
This
good.
Could be the best rookie. I mean, what's the best rookie class for quarterbacks ever?
2004.
So, yeah, right. Eli,
Eli,
yeah.
Ben, and Phil.
Ben.
And Big Ben, yeah.
I mean, we could be looking at that and better now. I mean, these are
I'd say next year is probably going to be even better. You have 5 first-round quarterbacks. Last time that happened, I mean, none of them were very good, for that matter, in 2018.
But
like
Baker.
literally right now, we're seeing it in front of us. They've been drafted and they're already looking good. Tua's looking awesome. Herbert the same.
Just
and Burrow.
Herbert and Burrow alone, because
Burrow's
we can talk
also
about Burrow a little bit because he was on a bye this week. I mean, Herbert, he just looks like a veteran. Like he only makes like minimal mistakes. He has no fear at all. He throws that thing so far.
Because he was a 4-year starter.
And almost the same thing. Burrow, if Burrow wasn't the starter for the Bengals, they'd be 0-9 right now. Like,
yeah, they're terrible.
They're valuable to their team already. If he was right now on a team that was actually really good, they'd be like, imagine if Burrow was on contenders. Imagine if he was on like the freaking
Bears.
The Bears. Like they'd be
oh my
really
god,
good.
yeah.
So like
or the Colts.
Or Herbert was on one of those teams. I mean, these teams are going to get better. We know.
The question is,
we know they're
do
going to
you
get
think the
better,
Bears would be undefeated if they had Joe Burrow?
I don't know. What games did they lose this year?
The only difficult team they've played was the Bucs, and they beat them.
Yeah, they did lose to the Colts 19-11, but they only barely lost.
I think Burrow does that.
I mean, they really could have.
Yeah,
Herbert.
Yeah,
maybe they're 8-1.
Right.
Maybe they're 8-1. But
that's.
That would have been
my god!
Crazy.
It's just crazy. It's just a new generation of quarterbacks coming to the league. Basically, is what you can say. Because a lot of these established dudes who are like mid-tier just really aren't that good right now. We've gotten to a little bit of a lull right now with these quarterbacks because we've had a fair amount of people, retire or decline in the last 4 or 5
literally,
years.
I was about to say these past 2 years. I'm like, all right, there's like literally the 40-year-olds almost, and then there's a big gap in the middle. Like, where are all these guys?
Yeah.
Because over the years we haven't been getting them, but now we're starting to get those younger guys to kind of step up. It's been entertaining. It's gonna be fun.
You look back to like
Starting
2017, the best quarterbacks. You still have Brady, you still have Rodgers, you still have Breeze. Matt Ryan,
he was there.
Russell Wilson, you still have.
Brock Osweiler was up there at the time.
No, he never really was. He was carried by a defense.
But Andrew Luck, who's retired.
Andrew Luck retired.
Yeah. No one talks about him. Like Philip Rivers was still considered pretty good.
Philip Rivers, Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Joe Flacco.
Yeah. Stafford,
yep, and
Tony Romo. That's a little
Kirk
early.
Cousins was still. Then
even guys who were recent like Jameis and Marcus Mariota, like they were considered the future.
Yeah.
And now Mariota's the backup for the Raiders.
That's
Jameis
so
and
sad with Mariota.
Was the future.
They were the first and second round picks 5 years ago, and now they're not even starters on their teams.
Yep.
I mean, I think Jameis could still be a starter, but I don't know.
Mariota's ship has sailed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about Mariota.
All right. Yeah, but the Raiders did win with Mariota on the bench. Derek Carr looks pretty good.
Derek Carr looks good. There's not much to say other than he was also very good in 2017. That was his almost MVP. That was 2016.
Yeah, when he got the injury.
Yeah,
so sad.
15, that was tough.
Wait, who? Sorry, say again?
Derek Carr.
Oh yeah. And then they ended up losing to the Texans in the playoff game. Osweiler. Osweiler has a playoff win. Just acknowledge that.
W. All right. Then we have one of the best games. These four that we have. Well, actually, no, not these four. These 3 out of the 4 that we have left were all really good games. Dolphins, Cardinals.
I watched this.
Dolphins get the W. 34-31.
I'm going to be totally honest. I didn't watch any of the other games because I was too fixated on this one.
I didn't have it on my TV.
Again,
Fins are playoff bound.
Literally.
I would like to again claim my plaudits for my 2 sleeper teams being the Dolphins and the Cardinals that nobody thought were gonna be as good as they are.
I had the Cardinals. I had the Dolphins a little better than some, but I didn't think.
Yeah. I had them like barely missing the playoffs, as I said in the old intro.
I think I had them 7 and 9, but the Cardinals. What's going on?
They're so, dude. Tua. Like I literally thought it was the biggest mistake that the Dolphins could make benching Fitzpatrick when he was hot. But literally, Tua is so good.
It wasn't really a mistake. More, it felt wrong.
It felt wrong because
we all knew it was coming, and we all knew in the back of our minds that it was the right decision. But it just felt like mean, because because Fitzmagic is like a cult hero. He is the
man of the people.
Yeah, he's the man of the people. He's the Peterman, but also good at football.
Yeah,
He's
often
he's
good
Ben
at football.
DiNucci, but can throw the ball.
Or DiNucci.
Or DiNucci. We'll get to that.
Future
But,
Patriots
oh my
legend.
God, Kyler Murray's so good. Tua's so good. The last time they played was in the semifinal of the 2018 college football playoff. That was a great game. Oh my God, they're so good.
It was incredible.
Kyler Murray
really.
is amazing. Tua's so I don't have much else to say. That scramble that Tua had. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What a play.
Again, I watch a lot of college football. I'm just gonna pull up a clip.
No.
But the one thing that's negative is that freaking Cardinals kicker.
I ain't never ever seen you act like this before.
Oh, okay.
You get buckets. How you feel?
That's
what
how it
was that? That was crazy. He just. Oh my God, that was ridiculous.
That was insane.
And he threw the ball well too.
He was slinging it.
The only
His
negative,
brother was freaking out.
Negative, but the Cardinals.
Brother's been very good. Talua's been great at Maryland.
He missed that kick. It was right down the middle.
Yeah.
It looked good to me. And he just.
I thought he had the leg.
I was like, oh, it's in. Oh wait, what? And I was like,
it wasn't even that far of a kick. It was what, 49?
47.
Something like
He's a good hitter too. It was just a little off.
He's great. Yeah, he's been hitting. I think his career long is like a 56 or something.
Yeah.
So it's not like he doesn't have the leg for it.
It's a great win, and the Dolphins have an easy schedule as we've established going forward.
Yeah.
I think it's very hard to see a scenario where they actually don't make the playoffs now. Who knows? Maybe they can get that division. I mean, it's going to be tough, but
they look better, in my opinion, than the Bills do.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah, me too. All right.
It's crazy. I mean, who would have thought? I mean, Ethan's probably extremely happy right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
the answer to your question is me. Who would have thought they were good? Me.
Yeah, literally. Last year they looked
I'm just
so
gonna milk
bad.
this because next year is gonna be awful.
Brian Flores has to be Coach of the Year. He has to be. Literally,
it's gonna be Mike Tomlin. It should be Brian Flores.
It should be Mike.
What if the Dolphins go 12-4 and the Steelers go 14-2? Like then it will be.
Oh, that's tough.
Has to be Flores.
Yeah.
Has to be.
It has to be.
If that
literally
happens.
has to be.
We looked at their schedule.
Asked.
We said the Dolphins could realistically go 11-5.
Yeah.
And then I think you would have to consider Tua for Rookie of the Year, even though he didn't play the whole season.
Well, it depends on
literally bringing a top 5 tick.
Well, Herbert has still been
team
incredible.
To 12-4.
Herbert might throw for like 35 touchdowns.
Yeah, Herbert actually might be. He's probably gonna be a Pro Bowler.
Yeah,
wow.
Honestly.
What a damn race! Holy crap!
Who's in the AFC Pro Bowler right now?
Mahomes,
Burrow.
No, maybe I don't think so.
Herbert.
Well, Mahomes isn't. Let's face it, Mahomes isn't gonna be a Pro Bowler because he's gonna be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
So you have Josh Allen, you have Justin Herbert. How many is it? 4?
It's 3.
Yeah,
it's 3. So then you have Josh. You definitely have Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, and
Lamar.
Maybe Big Ben.
No, neither of the numbers are that good.
Big Ben has been trash. We'll get.
I don't want to say Burrow because that feels like kind of a cop out answer, but
it could be. It depends. We'll see what happens with their numbers.
Maybe
Derek Carr in the conversation.
If Deshaun.
I would put Derek Carr.
Derek Carr probably over.
I think he's been. How did he play this past?
We'll do our Pro Bowlers.
He did all right. Yeah,
we'll look at his numbers because I knew coming
he had like
into
13
the game,
completions, 23 attempts, I think.
How many touchdowns did he have?
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 165 yards.
Any picks?
No.
Okay, so he's 16 touchdowns and 2 picks. That's Derek Carr so far.
Wow.
So he's on pace for 32 and 4. That's definitely Pro Bowl. That's super efficient. That's like a Brady season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Steelers Cowboys. Another great game.
The Steelers. I'm not gonna call them frauds, but I mean this is disappointing. You almost lost.
They are.
Gilbert.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree with that.
They are
frauds.
They are not frauds.
Their offense is a fraud.
It's
Big Ben is overrated as hell. Their wide receiver core, even though it looks really good on paper and it's looked good over these past couple of games,
it is good.
They've had a really easy schedule.
You can't be too reactionary in football.
Yeah, they still won.
Like the Bucks. The Bucks are gonna be fine.
Yeah.
They just can't play against the Saints. But
they play the Saints in the playoffs. That's game.
They're probably gonna lose. Yeah,
it's true. It's
how they get knocked out.
I don't know, dude. The Cowboys, like
The Cowboys might make the Super Bowl, right, Nick?
Cowboys are awful.
No, dude. I
How about
literally
Garrett
think they still
Gilbert?
have a
Garrett
shot at the
Gilbert.
division.
They're not gonna win the division.
Garrett Gilbert.
I'd say they're the worst team
slinging
in
it
the division.
around.
They almost beat an 8-0 team.
You just said the Steelers are frauds. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, you can't have it both ways.
No, I said the offense is a fraud.
What's going
They
on
still
right
played
now?
one of the best
their
defenses in
defense-
the league
their
with friggin' Gilbert.
Yeah,
at the
and they
helm.
only scored like 19 points. I mean, sure they had
Yeah.
some good plays and all,
They
but it wasn't like
settled
they
for
put
a lot
up
of field
30. It
goals.
wasn't like they put up 30 on
That
them or
special teams
anything.
play though.
What?
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Wait, what was
Lateral,
it?
you didn't see that?
Lateral.
No, I didn't see it.
Oh my! You have to watch it
Oh
right
my
now.
God.
Go look it up.
Off
Go
the
look it up right
punts?
now. Well, Nick and I will keep talking. Go
Literally,
watch that right
it
now.
was
Okay,
such
It's
okay.
a good
actually
play.
it was actually really good.
No, I
So
was watching Red Zone. It must have been when I was.
what else can we talk about? Yeah, Garrett Gilbert. He was a 6th round pick in 2014. 2014. That is 6 years ago.
Yeah,
And
he
this
hasn't
is,
played
I'm
in a
pretty
while.
sure, his first NFL start.
He had 40 career passing yards before today.
Yeah.
He was really good for the Apollos in
Yes,
the
he
AFL.
was in the
Yeah.
AFL.
He looks much better than Danucci or Dalton.
Dalton's
yeah.
washed.
Dalton-
Danucci was never good to start. Sorry, meme culture.
Yeah.
Benvenucci.
All right, I'm watching this.
Danucci.
He sounds like a weird gangster. Oh, what the? Wait, I'm watching this play right now.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Oh, what the? Oh, go. Yo, he's gonna score. No, he fell.
Yeah.
This is what we're all
That's
like
depressing,
watching
man.
football. For
Oh,
those of you who
come
don't know.
on.
This
Oh,
is
there's a
what
We
we're
gotta
all
do
like
some live
watching.
stream games for the Patriots at some point.
Okay,
this
he
year.
actually
Literally.
he dropped it, and then that's why they threw. That's where because I saw the end zone interception. That's where that came from. I think it was. I don't know who got the pick, but okay.
It was it
Uh,
Minka? I think it was Minka.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I
Minka
think it was.
Fitzpatrick.
It was Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
Yeah. The same. But yeah.
All right. Anything else? Well, Big Ben
Cowboys
and
are
all the rest
still
of the
not good.
Steelers are on the
Big
COVID
Ben-
list now.
This just tells me.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
saw
know.
that.
Yeah, this just tells me that the Chiefs are gonna win. At
The
least
Steelers. Do they have no? They put the Bengals this week. It's actually kind of a big game.
That'll be a good
Dude,
game.
I literally think the whole NFL is wide open. I mean, the Chiefs are pretty much the only
Prohibitive favorites.
consistently good
Yeah.
team I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even they've
Everybody
been
else
a
has
little bit
been-
sleepy in some games. Like that
Yeah.
Panthers game, they really didn't look good at the start. Then they lit it up.
We didn't even talk
Right
about
after
Yeah.
you said
Oh,
that you
we
were going to
did.
beat me because
Yeah.
Mahomes was sucking.
But then he ended up being good. He had 4 touchdowns.
Then they
ended up
both
being
got
really good.
25
And
points.
Tyreek
Wait,
Hill
and Mahomes.
let's just quickly go over the fact that Mahomes is on pace for 50 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
touchdowns and 1 interception.
That's 50
That's
touchdowns, 2
crazy.
picks.
So he had 50 touchdowns his
Rookie year.
year, but his first year.
yeah, it was
And
50 and
it
11.
was his second year. He had 11 interceptions. He could do it with 2.
That's insane.
I think at that point,
Brady
he-
had 8 interceptions in the 50 touchdowns.
at that point, I think that he literally becomes a top 15 quarterback of all time
at that point, yeah.
already.
If he does that
His
in the
third year.
Super Bowl, he's already a first
His
ballot
fourth
Hall
year,
of
I mean.
Famer.
His 4th year,
He's already.
he's got to be. Oh my
I mean,
God!
can
He's
you
gotta
think of
be-
a better, apart from like Bill Russell or something like a long time ago, a better start to a career for almost any player? I mean,
Well, I mean, technically,
any sport,
Ben Roethlisberger.
I mean-
Ben Roethlisberger when he
yeah,
filled in
yes.
for whatever his
Tommy
name
Maddox,
is,
but
Tommy Maddox. Yeah,
yeah,
he won
Uh,
11-0.
but that defense was elite, and they didn't. And they ended up
Yeah,
losing
and
to
they
the
had
Patriots.
Jerome Bettis.
But real quick, yeah, I mean, I'm
Nick
just thinking out of
doesn't know who that is, though.
success. Like, I mean, Jeter, when he first came into the league,
Yep.
the Yankees, he
Oh.
won in 96, 98, 99, 2000. That's 4 out of 5 coming into the league. That's pretty impressive. But he wasn't like an MVP. He was an excellent shortstop, but he wasn't.
Hey, I
you know,
have somewhere.
Mahomes
Derek
is
Jeter
just. If
single
he gets a
A.
Super Bowl and an MVP, he's like pretty
Oh,
much
if he
already
gets it
first ballot
again this
Famer.
year, that's he's
Oh.
top 15 for sure.
Yeah, might even be top 10. Like,
That's
hold on.
insane.
Let me quickly
Wow.
find.
I mean, that's
that
more
list that
Super
he
Bowls
had.
than a lot of amazing players that we have, like Aaron Rodgers, Breeze,
Where's that?
Favre.
list that
Stuart,
we
your
did.
mic's cutting out a little bit.
Are we good now?
Okay, so this list that we had,
Is it better?
I think
Yeah, you're
I'd
back.
put him.
Okay.
I'd put him at 9. I'd put him right above. So our list was Brady, Montana, Manning, Elway, Marino, Breeze, Rogers, Starr, Unitas, Favre. I'm putting him above Johnny Unitas.
Me too.
Then he's the
Yeah.
9th best. In 4 years, he's the 9th best quarterback of all time.
3 years starting.
Well, yeah, 3 years starting.
Wow.
He's what, 20? Is he 20, 25?
25.
Probably.
Oh, 20,
24.
I think 25.
Oh my God.
Let me check.
Oh my God. That's and Trubisky was picked ahead of him. Trubisky.
Yeah,
They
he's 25.
traded. Okay, so I have a theory. I was thinking about this yesterday. I have a theory that there was buzz around the league that somebody was going to trade up to 2 to draft the best quarterback, and then the Bears were like, "Oh no, we got to get the best quarterback." And then they thought the best quarterback was. They thought everybody was going to draft Trubisky at 2. So then they traded up to draft.
They were at 3. The 49ers weren't going to pick a quarterback.
Oh my God,
they
the
didn't
49ers
have to trade up.
weren't going to draft a quarterback.
They had Jimmy G already. They already had Jimmy G.
Yeah, they had Jimmy G at that point. And then you trade. Well, and Solomon Thomas hasn't been excellent, which was the player that they got at 3.
He's been
but you also gave up, like, I think it was a 3rd and
a 4th.
Future 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For nothing.
To move up one slot to draft a player that wasn't going to get drafted ahead of them. And even if he did, you could have had Mahomes
or even Watson. Yeah. Or just anyone else.
Oh, no.
Or even Peterman.
No, Henry.
Or
Henry,
even Peterman.
Pietro.
Oh, my God.
No.
You guys, and they have an elite.
Oh,
defense.
you sold.
They only need a quarterback. Think about 2018. Remember the Bears defense? Khalil Mack was like a monster. They were 12-4. They throw Mahomes on that roster.
That's 16-0. Oh no. And then on Monday night or the first Thursday night game, the Chiefs Texans. You had like Deshaun Watson get hit into the sideline, go over to Patrick Mahomes, put his arm around it.
Yeah, they took a seat.
You could have had either of that. Oh no!
You could have
I'm not even a Bears fan, and that hurts.
That literally hurts.
The
Bears, and also this is a franchise.
And then double doink.
Wait.
This is a franchise. This is a
Tell me
franchise that
fired
needs
that
a
GM.
quarterback. Ryan
Did they
Pace
fire
is
that
still
GM?
there. He's a
the
good
best
GM.
quarterback they've ever had is Jim McMahon.
They're the worst quarterback franchise ever.
Oh no!
Rex
that
Grossman
really might be the worst quarterback franchise
It's
ever.
them or the Jets.
Sexy Rexy.
It's probably the Jets.
Jay
Cutler. Jets never had an elite quarterback. A Boomer. Boomer's their best.
Early 2000s.
Boomer. No. All right.
Boomer was
Rex Grossman.
Sexy Rexy.
Yeah.
Jay Cutler. Who was in
Mike Glennon briefly was doing something.
They paid him.
I can't even name a quarterback that they had in the 90s.
Trubisky.
Yeah, remember that? They gave him a $3 or $45 million contract.
What are you doing? I don't like the Bears, and I'm upset.
This is literally.
I can't right now. This hurts.
Oh, Rip Pietro.
This hurts.
Hey, they're better than us right now. So
at least Pietro's 7-2 in our fantasy league. So there's.
Sure. Well,
all right, Nick. What are the games we have?
No,
Saints and Bucks. Not much to say about this one.
What
Saints absolutely blew the Bucks
pissed,
out of the water.
I had
your Bucks are going to the Super Bowl, right, Stuart?
Yeah.
Stuart. Yeah. Well, I bought a lot of Bucks stock
you
this week.
should have joined the Cardinals bandwagon.
You bought Bucks stuff? No, you didn't.
No
Bucks
way.
stock. Like I'm on board.
Man,
no, but I did start Brady's
dumbass. Stuff.
He buys Levante.
Let me just say here. All right,
no
they weren't
way.
even. They didn't. I'm not gonna blame Brady for being down all that because they didn't. The defense was so bad. The special teams was terrible. They were down. Brady just had to start slinging it. And that first interception.
What was that third interception?
But that third interception, what? That was the worst throw ever. I was explaining this actually to my mom. I was saying he did everything wrong. Under pressure, he dropped back. He threw across his body. He didn't look on his back foot. He's 43 years old, and it was the worst ball. He threw a lob pass.
The ball.
Throw a bullet. What are you doing? Like when NFL player throws a football,
he's like me
right?
playing Madden.
NFL players, they throw a football wicked hard. Like if you were actually getting hit by one, it would hurt.
Yeah.
Like, they can throw way harder than me, harder than probably Chandler.
Yeah, I would hope so, Steve.
Yeah.
I would hope
that ball looked like it was like a pillow. He didn't have to intercept it. He just stood there and it fell into his hands like a nice leaf.
There were 3 Saints around it.
And Brady, he had a shot at the MVP, and now it's gone. 3 interceptions, no touchdowns. Now he's 20 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That's not terrible, but it's just this team. They just can't beat the damn Saints. All right, I'm still not done with the Bucs.
It's okay.
But
I
literally think the Saints
understand why they can't beat the Saints because their defense is very good.
Oh,
and their defense is only really good.
It's a mental thing.
I'm watching the interception.
Oh yeah, did you not see it?
Let me just do this. This is the worst throw ever. Dude.
It literally it might be the worst throw that Brady has ever thrown.
And it was 4th down. They had 4 cracks at it in the end zone.
Oh, you mean 3rd down?
Yeah. No, but I mean they had 4.
That was a joke from when.
Oh, okay. They had 4 cracks at it at the end zone, and freaking Gronk dropped 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
oh my God.
that was bad.
I don't know.
All right.
And like AB, Chris Godwin, and Evans all had catches. Like it wasn't like they all didn't. One of them got
Mike
shut
Evans
out.
was awful though. Godwin was
Yeah,
okay,
good thing I
AB was
drafted
probably
him.
the best player on the field.
Good thing I drafted him in fantasy.
Yep.
He's like a
what was
flex now. Keenan Allen has been better, and so has Will Fuller. They've both been really good.
Oh
and
yeah. To
Evans
my
has
point
been-
about why they can't beat the Saints, because the front seven for the Bucks is elite. You have Levante David, you have Ndamukong Suh, you have JPP, you have
Vita
Vea, yeah,
He's been good.
and there's one other relevant player. I don't know.
Shaq Barrett.
Yeah, Shaq Barrett.
God
thank
damn,
you.
that's a good front seven.
Sack leader. But the Saints just get rid of the ball in 2 seconds.
Yeah, because Brees can't throw
Slant
far.
route
So
every
because he
time.
can't
Slant
throw
routes
far, so he just
Thomas.
throws a slant to Michael Thomas. who's
Slant
fat. Thank you
boy,
very
Michael
much.
Thomas.
So that hey, you're hurting his feelings. You're hurting his
Okay, I'm
feelings.
sorry. I apologize.
But
Relax. He'll attack you on Twitter.
yeah, he will.
yeah, but
That's my point.
yeah. So that's why they can't beat them, because they're not gonna sack Drew Brees because he only has the ball for 2 seconds.
Also,
And their secondary is
yeah.
just gonna get exposed, and they don't have any good cover linebackers. Shaq Barrett's awful at cover, but he had 19
so
sacks.
are most of those guys.
Levante David's pretty good,
He's the only one really that can really.
but when you're relying on, as much as I like Antoine Winfield,
he's the only.
you're relying on
Yeah.
him to be your only
Yeah.
good player in the
They
secondary.
don't have any. But
Wait, wow. Was there like a defensive player of the year cornerback available for a first round pick and a player?
And Belichick would have traded him because
no.
it's in the other conference. It's in the other conference. Hey,
Oh my
they're
god,
still
this-
good,
I'm
though.
so mad.
The
I'm
Bucks are
so
still-
mad.
Speaking of the Patriots,
Oh,
why don't we
yeah.
continue to be
I can't.
mad
I can't.
and
Why-
talk
why
about
are
the
we mad?
Patriots
I have-
versus Jets?
Okay.
Why would we
I
mad?
wanna-
They won.
30-27.
In
I have my
honor
name
of
off.
Alex Trebek, rest in peace, Alex Trebek. I want to play a quick round of Jeopardy where I say a phrase and you guys think of everything that comes to mind. The category is Josh McDaniels offensive plays. What do you guys think?
Screen pass and run on 3rd and 9.
Yeah, there
we go.
And also
Oh
second,
no!
second and 15.
Oh my god, it's
We've
infuriating.
been saying this all year. It's
He literally-
so bad.
Hey, but let's just say Jacoby Myers was literally
He was awesome.
he was this man. Here, hold on. He,
Randy Moss.
Oh, okay. And I thought that was a different number 81 for the Patriots for a second.
Hernandez.
Yeah.
No way. Not his birthday. Come on, Chandler.
Oh no! How do you know that?
It was his birthday yesterday. Jacoby
Oh,
Myers.
Myers?
Yeah.
No,
think
no,
about
not
Hernandez.
Hernandez. Did I just say? No way.
I like the Patriots Instagram gave a shout out. Hang in there. Oh my god.
No.
Damn, that's not right. All right.
Oh no. Oh no.
81. Jacoby Myers.
Oh my god, no, that's
It's November.
I'm
no,
not
his birthday's on November 6th. It just happened
Oh.
like 4 days ago.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's so bad. Oh my god, that's horrendous. Okay. We barely beat the damn Jets.
that was the worst
one of the
case
worst
scenario.
teams in history. We
That
barely
win was the
and we
worst
couldn't even
case
send it to
scenario.
overtime so I can get the W in fantasy against Chandler. We just had to finish it off. I was literally saying to the TV, Nick Folk, miss the kick, miss, and he made it. And I was just
Why?
like, all right,
Hey,
cool.
Nick, what are you doing? No, you can't give in to Chandler. We got to beat the damn Jets. Fuck
No,
the
we
Jets.
had to win that game.
I
Fuck
wanted
the
us,
Jets.
I wanted
We
us,
had to win that
us
game,
to
but-
win in overtime
No.
I will say
with Myers
Right,
getting
okay.
the
I
touchdown.
will say
I see.
that was the
Okay.
worst case scenario for the Patriots because they won
No,
the
it
game,
wasn't.
which means that we didn't get any better in the draft, and
We
we
almost
won
lost.
it in literally the least convincing fashion ever. That might be that has to be
So
the worst
bad.
performance I've ever seen the Patriots play in my 18 years of life.
Well, maybe what about the
no,
49ers?
the Broncos game.
The 49ers
the-
game was
No,
worse.
I don't
the
care.
49ers game.
I don't care.
No way. We got burnt
don't
by a
care.
Jimmy G. He's not even good.
We got
They're
burnt by
fine.
Joe Flacco
And Brashard
Frank
Perriman.
Gore.
And Brashard
Frank Gore is
Perriman.
37 years old.
His son is like in college currently.
His son plays for FAU. He is like LeBron. He's gonna
No.
play in the league with his son.
Brashard Perriman, the guy who was like the
Bronny?
first round
Oh
bust.
my god.
He burnt
JC
us.
Jackson, stay on your goddamn feet.
And then what the hell? Rohauser's Folk was injured, and somehow he's a
and
better
then-
option
and then,
than
what's his name?
Jake Bailey was
Bailey,
practicing.
and then- Oh, and
Yeah,
you know
and
who
they
was
had- and they had
holding
Gunner
for him?
holding the-
Fucking Gunner was
They had
holding
Gunner
for
holding
him.
it. They had Gunner holding the game.
Gunner was holding the punts. That while he's making himself useful, he was still running it out of the end
He's still
zone.
running
when
out of
it's
the end
like
zone, and he's
15
gonna get
yards.
CTE and Honor Fernandez. It's just not going well at all.
Oh
Why?
my
Why
God.
would you draft him? He had the 3% symbol. What the? I mean, what? He's so bad. You can't even play him. It wasn't even windy out. Like, what?
You know who we could have drafted with that pick?
At least Jake Luton.
Say it with me.
Luton.
Jake
Luton.
Luton.
At least,
Or even like
hey, at least Nick Folk is
Roche
good.
or whatever. A
At least Nick
Proche.
Folk's not so bad.
He's not. We had him last year.
He's MVP. MVP.
He's solid. He's a solid kicker.
Best player on the team.
He was better than Goskowski was last
No,
year.
Jacoby
No,
Myers.
he's not.
Come
No,
on.
Jacoby Myers. is the
Don't
best player
just
on the team.
Jacoby Myers.
Damian Harris got
okay.
hurt also.
Oh my God!
Whoop-de fucking do.
He looks really
Now
good
we're gonna have to
also.
see Sony Michel play football
No, Trent
again.
Richardson, but worse.
Rex Burkhead's gonna run for. He's gonna
Dude.
get
2 yards
15
on second
attempts
and
and
11.
13 yards.
Rex Burkhead has been a cut candidate so many times,
Mhm.
and somehow he continues to perform.
It's
They
like a
just keep
cockroach.
giving it to him.
Newton is
It's like a
Cam
cockroach.
Newton missed a couple of throws, but he didn't look that bad. Cam Newton. And
No, he
Cam
looks
Newton- Cam
good.
Newton was
He went
decent.
10 for 10 to start the game.
Who's leading
I'm
the
not-
league in rushing touchdown? Like Cam Newton has 8 rushing touchdowns this season.
Dalvin Cook, I think.
Yeah, he probably has more, but let me just look up
With,
rushing
what does he have? 11.
rushing touchdown leaders in the league right now. No, not all
I
time.
think it's Dalvin.
Has to be Dalvin Cook
It has
because
to
he
be.
has 6 touchdowns in 2 games.
Rushing.
But he also was injured for a little bit, so you have to remember that. But
True.
I still think it is him.
Cam's probably like top 5 though.
Touchdown, all
Maybe.
NFL. I'm just looking. Cam's got 8 on the
Cam.
ground.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to read. Okay, so the most is Dalvin Cook, 13.
Wow.
Then Todd Gurley, 9. Wow, that's kind of
Yeah.
high. And then Cam Newton at 8. And then Derrick Henry
Oh,
also is
third.
8. And Alvin Kamara. And Kyler Murray.
Yeah, Kyler's been
Oh.
awesome.
Oh, I didn't know Tyreek Hill leads the lead in receiving touchdowns, so 10.
Yep.
Oh, that's a lot. That's
Could've
a
had
lot
him
for
like-
him.
Oh.
Yeah,
could've
him
had
and
him.
Josh Jacobs. And
And
say you're
Josh
stuck
Jacobs.
with Eddie Lacy 2.0. Zeke. Yeah,
Let's go.
well,
All right.
I'm still glad we
Uh,
won. I'm gonna say that. We can't lose to a division. We have to beat the division.
Yeah, no,
rivals. I can't. I can't.
I am happy that we won, but I would have much rather us have won 55-10.
Yeah.
Literally, we could have won in any other fashion. Why not just send it
Okay.
to overtime and get me
Can
a
I-
couple extra
okay.
fantasy points?
There was also we had no right to win that game.
Yeah, the
Literally
Jets
did.
blew
Flacco
it.
doesn't
Flacco was
throw that
balling
interception.
out. How is that
no,
possible?
it was 4th down, and we were gonna kick a longest field goal, and then
Oh,
they just had 12 men on the field, so we were able to get. They were
they're
trying.
blowing
literally,
the game on
I swear,
purpose.
on God, they were trying to lose
That's
that
why they're
game.
not gonna fire Gase. They want to get that pick bad. And let's be honest. I know people are talking about how Trevor's going like if the Jets have the overall pick, Trevor Lawrence is going to the Jets. Like, there's nothing. He's not gonna.
He's gonna opt out.
Yeah.
Watch him opt out.
No, I don't
Hopefully.
think so.
That would be funny.
It would be.
I'd
Imagine they
laugh
just
so
blow
hard.
those games for
I
nothing.
would, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'd say.
Our
Yeah.
division's going to suck, though, for us. If we have
Oh my
Trevor,
God,
Yeah,
Tua,
but it's gonna
and
be
Josh Allen.
Josh
It's gonna
Allen's
be
not even that good,
in
but
this
he's-
order.
No, I
it's
know,
probably gonna
but-
be Tua for the first year at least. It's gonna be Tua, Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, and then who's
Stidham.
gonna be our quarterback?
Still.
No.
Jared
So
Stidham.
I am willing this into
Trubisky.
existence.
Oh,
we
no.
will have Zach Wilson, the Mormon Mahomes, the LDS, the LDS look. I can't.
He's
think
gonna
of
wear the
another
He's gonna wear the Mormon underwear to all the games.
Yes, let's go. And he'd still be better than anybody we have. He's actually
Him
Zach
at age
Wilson's so
18
good.
would be better than anybody we currently have.
who?
Zach Wilson, age 18, would be better than.
Probably,
Oh.
yeah.
Just
I'd
get
rather
Burns in
have
there.
Bronny James. Get
I'd
Bronny
rather have
James in
DJ
there.
Uigalele right now.
Let's get
The,
Burns in there.
The guy who,
Henry Burns.
Yeah.
yeah, literally, yeah. I'm
Well,
here. I'm here for it.
We'll take
Hey, you know
Trubisky.
what? He should probably be the
Oh.
quarterback of the Bears at this point, Henry.
All right.
Literally.
Is that the last game?
All right. Yeah, all right. So on that note, we will move
Hate
on
this team,
to
man.
the
Dude
return.
sucks.
we
Wait,
just do
we will
it.
move on to the return of the questions from the Nosebleeds segment. We're back.
You thought it was dead. Undertaker Bell.
All right, we are back here. The return of the questions from the Nosebleeds segment. Yes.
Yes.
Even though you don't want it, it's back, Stuart.
Okay. I'm
After
okay with
all
it.
the weeks of
It's
hate,
your fault for not getting it. It's your fault, not me.
All right. So let's dive right into the questions. Let's start off with Ethan, who asks, who is our favorite right now to win the Rookie of the Year?
We talked about this a little bit. I guess it would have to be Herbert, but I think it has to be any of the 3 quarterbacks winning it.
I want to say how good this draft class is.
Think about it. These guys could all end up being top 12 quarterbacks already. They pretty much are, basically. I mean,
I think they are.
Yeah, at least Herbert and Burrow definitely are.
So just going through the
shouldn't be, but he's only one game. So
I'm gonna go through the draft order and see the players. So you have Burrow at 1, has been excellent. You have Chase Young at 2, who's been
great,
incredible.
Yeah.
You have Jeff Okudah, who hasn't been bad. He had an interception.
Yeah, and then the Giants picked that offensive lineman.
Andrew Thomas has been horrible.
He's been horrible. What is with the Giants offensive lineman? Freaking Flowers.
I don't know.
I thought
Andrew Thomas.
So bad. They got Nate Solder too a couple years ago.
He
opted out though.
Yeah. He wasn't that good in the time.
Then you have Tua, who's been incredible in the short sample size. Justin Herbert, we've talked about him extensively. Derek Brown has been important in the run defense for the Panthers. Isaiah Simmons, he hasn't done much. In all fairness,
he did have a great pick, but
he did have a really important pick too. CJ Henderson, that was just a bad pick, but when was it? It was the Will Fuller touchdown. He just didn't try to tackle him. He could have stopped the touchdown.
Wait, who?
Stopped CJ Henderson for
the
Jaguars.
Jags, yeah.
He could have stopped that touchdown.
But then he got juked. I saw that because they didn't. The announcer expected him to be tackled. He didn't get hype until he realized that.
Yeah. And then just the other players that have been good. Henry Ruggs in short sample size has been good. Jerry Jeudy, awesome. CeeDee Lamb when he has a quarterback, awesome.
He had touchdowns.
Jalen Reagor, I mean, he had that touchdown. He's been injured. Justin Jefferson, awesome.
Excellent, yeah.
Brandon Ayuk when he's played, very good. Patrick Queen, awesome. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, awesome. T. Higgins, really good. DeAndre Swift, good. Jonathan Taylor, good.
Jesus, what a rookie class.
This is I'm only in the top of the second round too. Chase Claypool.
How did we get nobody? I just got nobody.
We could have drafted so many.
Wait, well we got Michael Omeneu, right?
He's been
even though he's not gonna win. He's not gonna win the Rookie of the Year, but still.
He's an offensive line.
But what about the defensive Rookie of the Year? I guess it would be Winfield, right?
Chase Young.
Oh yeah.
Chase Young.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, definitely.
Offensive Rookie
at the beginning of the year.
I would say Herbert is the favorite, but I'd say it's a pretty good chance for all 3 of them.
Yeah, it's gonna be really
because Tua might be the only. I don't think the Chargers have any chance to make the playoffs, and probably not the Bengals either. So if Tua can be very good and lead the team to the playoffs, maybe. But Herbert might throw 35 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't want to count Tua out yet.
You still don't want to count Burrow either. He's been great.
Other players, James Robinson has been really good.
Oh yeah.
And then
who else?
Well,
there's so many.
Henry Ruggs. You already said that.
Albert O in the short sample size.
Albert O. Yeah.
Ugwe Bugnam.
We got none.
We got nothing.
We have 0.
We could have. Back to the point about we got Onwene, who's been very good. But back to the point about how bad the Seahawks are at drafting. You know who was picked right before Patrick Queen? Jordan Brooks, the other linebacker who was like a mid-second round talent and went in the first round before the guy who we should have taken even.
Wait a second. Did the Jets have their pick? I guess they went 7 and 9, so it wasn't.
They had Mekhi Becton. They had Mekhi Becton, who was really good when he played, but he was out.
Yeah, he's out for
Braden Mann, he had a good. He was. He's like
one
of the best.
I'd say Herbert right now is the favorite.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Herbert, and then.
But we got Cash
Burrow
though. Yeah,
he got waived today.
He got waived today.
Literally got waived today.
Yep.
That's depressing.
Good.
I watched that reel of him. And it was like, wow, he's actually really good.
You know what it says in the Nosebleeds introduction? You watch the highlights. That's my pick.
Yeah. Well, what's the next?
Johnny
one?
Manziel's highlights.
Yep.
All right. Next question we got from Toby, who asks, who is the best running back out of these 3? Dalvin Cook, Derrick Henry, or Alvin Kamara?
Oh, see,
I'm going to say Dalvin Cook.
I was waiting for him to say Christian McCaffrey, and I was going to say Christian McCaffrey.
I think the consensus is still that McCaffrey's the best.
I agree.
Well, out of these three, who's the best?
So it's Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, and who's the other one?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. Okay, so I'm gonna say it's.
I'm gonna say it's not.
I'm gonna go
Henry.
with Dalvin Cook.
That's tough. Well,
I would lean towards
Dalvin
Dalvin
very
Cook.
different things.
I'm
I would
ruling
say-
out Kamara because
I
Really?
would.
I wouldn't.
Kamara
I
has
think
been-
Kamara's an extremely good fantasy asset, but
We're
I
not talking
think
about
He
fantasy.
carries that
bit,
offense.
I think he's a little bit more replaceable than
No, he's
Cook and
not.
Henry are.
No, he's not. He carries that offense.
There,
really-
he-
He
Yeah.
carries. He has so many key plays for that team.
If you had a running back, if you had these three running backs, which one would you be the most hesitant to give up?
Right. Probably.
Cook.
I don't know
well,
though,
it depends
because
on what my team
or
is
Derrick
like. 'Cause
Henry.
Alvin Kamara
Well-
is by far the best pass catcher out of that group.
yeah,
Well,
and also you can get
He's
a
the most
running
modern
running back. Yeah, exactly. Running backs, you can find them. You can get someone with pretty easily. You can probably find someone with 60% of Cook or Henry's production.
But you're not.
I mean,
gonna do
Henry's a beast.
Yeah,
he
but
can
also-
literally
but-
truck through.
I mean, I
anyone.
see. I have him. So does Chandler, but he kind of takes a while to get going. Like, if
Yeah.
he's a great
Yeah.
running back to have in a tie game when you're ahead, but like Cook and Kamara are gonna make plays like the whole game. But like,
Whole
you're not
game,
gonna. You can't. When you're down, you pretty much have to throw the ball, and you can't. He's not a pass catcher really at all, Henry. Like, you can
Yeah.
still throw him at the he's still useful at any point of the game, but
Yeah.
there's a certain point where he's not as useful as those other guys. And that being said, he's probably the most physically impressive, but
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, Cook's just been unbelievably freaking productive, so
I
it's
think
kind
if
of
we're
hard not to
talking
say
about
him. But
form, if we're talking about like how they're playing right now, it has to be Dalvin Cook.
yeah, I mean, this is
And
I can't think of a better
he's
2-game
statistically the
stretch.
best running back in football. But
I can't, who has had a better 2-game stretch than this?
Yeah,
Adrian
literally
Adrian
can't
Peterson
think
at
of
some
someone.
point. Maybe
Yeah,
Daniel Thomas
probably.
at some point. I don't know.
probably LT.
Yeah, one of those two.
But my list, I feel like it changes every day. But my list is still Christian McCaffrey at 1, and then
I would say Dalvin
I think
Cook
I'm
at
gonna
2.
have to say Alvin Kamara. I think
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
it's
to
really
say
close
Alvin
between
Kamara
those
at
two.
2, then Dalvin Cook, then Derrick Henry.
Well, wait.
And
If
then
we're
Saquon.
solidifying this to be right now, I would definitely put Cook above Kamara.
Yeah, if you're telling me next week who if I could trade a 7th round pick for one of these players, I mean I'm doing Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
Just because right now he is the best running back in football.
Mhm.
Like in terms of form. But if I'm trying to build a team, it's like the whole thing about would you rather have prime Rodgers or prime Brady to build a team around? Rodgers
Probably
is going to be able
Rodgers.
to do more with less.
But
if you're doing-
Brady is going to do more,
With more.
like in clutch situations.
Yeah,
you
he's
know,
also
in
gonna
a
do more
playoff
with
game.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's similar. I'm gonna go with Kamara.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really close for me between
It's
those.
very
Yeah.
close. Don't get me wrong.
The
but I have to be
only
decisive.
knock I have against Kamara really is that last season
Yeah.
he really
Yeah, it was so
wasn't-
bad.
He had
Well,
a
not
bad-
so bad, but for him.
He wasn't
It was a
productive in the
downgrade.
second
For him,
half
it
of
was
the
bad.
season. In the second half of the season, Cook really hasn't had that at all. He did get
Yeah.
injured his rookie year, but yeah,
And
and
this year, but
and
that
Henry
was-
too. I mean, he gets a lot of carries. You wonder how long he's going to really be productive
Yeah.
for.
Well, yeah.
But right now, I'd probably go with Cook. Just
I think that
'cause
we're
just-
starting to see a longevity in running backs.
yeah
like-
more than before.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was like a 4-year, 5-year period where running backs were like in and out and in and out. And we're still going to see that to a certain degree because running back and safety are the two most replaceable positions in football. Just based on, because draft-wise, both of them get underdrafted. You see a bunch of first-round caliber safeties. Unless your name's Jamal Adams, you're not going to be, you're really not going to be a first-round player.
Yeah.
And then, like running backs, we didn't have a single first-round running back. Oh, we did. Clyde Edwards-Helaire this year. But then you had
Tail end, yeah.
Jonathan Taylor and DeAndre Swift be early second-rounders because that's generally like the range that an elite running back should
Yeah.
be going.
And where was Henry was a second round pick.
Henry
Cook-
was, second-round
Cook,
pick.
I think, was as well. Kamara was a
Yep.
third round pick.
Yes, he was.
yeah.
Saquon was 2, but Saquon was
And CMC was like what 8 or
7.
9, but yeah, okay,
7 or something. Yeah.
but I'd go with Cook, Chandler with Kamara. Nick probably Cook as well. Oh, he's not
Yeah,
very
I
good.
would probably. Yeah, I would go Cook as well. I would say they're all very tight, but then I would go Cook, Henry, Kamara, probably.
Yeah.
All right, but Yeah, those are just our thoughts. Thank you guys for the questions.
That's a good
and
question.
now,
That's
Yeah,
a
that was
very
good.
good question.
yeah, it was. And now we will move into our weekly predictions. So let's dive right into it.
Wait, no fantasy or?
Fantasy update?
Oh yeah, well yeah. Let's do a quick fantasy update. Why not?
It takes a second.
Yeah.
As I
let's do a
pull
quick
up
fantasy update.
These.
Oh
teams here.
yeah.
But all I know is that I lost. I lost to
won.
Donuts
You got
this
spanked.
week.
You
Yeah, I did.
suck.
I lost too, but it's okay.
Stewart lost to Pietro, and then Chandler barely beat Chris.
Oh
by
my
like
god! I was
0.6
projected to
points.
win by going into that Patriots game. I was projected to win by like 9.
Mhm.
But then the Patriots defense put up 3 points. Those 3 points, let me show how they're broken down. An interception was 2 points, and a sack was 1 point. I won by 0.48 points. So if that sack didn't happen, I would have lost.
Wow.
That's sad to think of. Patrick Mahomes was really good, but he also had Travis Kelce and Terry McLaurin, who
were really good this
awesome.
year. I know because I had to face DJ Chark and McLaurin in the other league. So,
But I'm 6-3.
Wow, look at this.
I'm
This week's matchups now. I'm facing off against Chandler, the
I'm
true
sorry.
test of the trade.
I'm sorry.
Then we
Sorry for
have
limiting you.
Pietro versus Donis, and then
That's
we
it.
have Stewart versus Chris. Hey, Stewart, if you win this game, you're not out of the playoff race.
Really?
yeah, I am. Unless you also lose.
If I lose and you win,
Yeah.
because I'm 3-6, Chris is 3-6, and you're
Also, Chris
2-7.
could lose.
Well, he's playing me.
Well,
so.
he's playing him.
Oh, okay.
I'm about
So,
to
you
lose.
need-
Everybody
to
else
win.
is really good except for me, Chris, and Stewart.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
we're
that's
all in
kinda
the
how it
play-
works,
We're all
though.
locked in the playoffs. It's them 3 for 1 seed.
Us three, for
Just one spot?
the bottom spot.
Yeah.
Me, me, Chris, and
I mean,
Stewart
I'd say
are
my
all fighting
team
for
is
that bottom spot.
might be the best, but it's just every week I just
Really?
play like
I think
shit.
my team's
Nick
the
has
best.
the most points.
Yeah, she's
Adam.
playing it. Oh,
Nick
then
has
it's
more
probably Nick.
points than I do.
Then it's
Josh
probably Nick.
Allen, Aaron Jones, Dalvin Cook,
Oh, then it's you. It's you just
Julio
based on that
Jones, Tyler Lockett, DeAndre Hopkins, Robinson
Wow,
on the
you're
bench.
still and you still have a
How
losing
are you
record.
like?
You
Three,
suck
what is
as a
your
GM.
record? What is
You're
your record?
Literally
It's a
3-6.
You're
How? That's like the
horrible.
best team in the league.
You're
See,
horrible.
I don't know. I
You're gonna-
do.
you
I have a
better-
really good team.
You could still win. You could win.
Dalvin Cook was
You
hurt.
could win.
Yeah. See, that's what I said. If I make the playoffs, I have a shot.
Dog, you literally have James Robinson on the bench. That is no excuse.
Yeah, I know. Well, now, am I going to move him in? No, yes, I am, because Julio's on bye. So he will come into my flex spot this week.
Yep. You
But,
suck.
yeah.
You suck. Not like your
I do
team.
not-
You personally suck.
How do you're wasting that?
Dog,
All
literally give your team to
Hey.
Andrew. Give your
No.
team to Andrew.
No.
No. Also, there was
All right.
a trade this
I-
week
if
where
I-
Donis and Chris, oh wait, you already
Oh,
did this.
no. Chris, come on,
Okay,
dude.
can I chronicle the events?
Yeah. Okay,
So
go ahead.
Yeah,
so
go for
Chris puts into the chat, vote to uphold the trade. I look at the trade. The trade is Ezekiel Elliott, where Chris is getting Ezekiel Elliott and Andrew's getting Miles Sanders.
So
I put into the chat, you're getting killed in this trade, but okay.
I went ahead and, just accepted.
And then
it.
I go off, and then
Whatever.
I vote to uphold it, and then I leave
Me
my
too.
phone for a little bit. I come back. The next text is, wait, veto the trade.
I didn't even vote on it
And
because
then
I
they
just
went
wanted
back.
to.
The two of them just went back and forth, like
Yeah,
Do it.
veto,
Do it.
uphold, veto, uphold
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the chat. I was at work too. I was like, I mean,
it's their-
stop.
They made the trade, you know.
It was a
Sorry,
stupid
Chris.
trade, though.
Yeah.
Chris just
Why?
got
Why did you do
fleeced.
that?
Yeah.
Who proposed the trade?
Chris, I
bet you,
think.
Chris. I bet you, Chris.
Oh man.
No, I think Chris did because
Why would Donis expect that to be exempted? I don't know.
why would Chris accept that? That's what I'm saying. Ready? This is what Chris texted me during work. He says, "Can you uphold my trade? I don't have a running back, so I need him to play this week. Carson is out hurt."
Just
And
pick
I
one
didn't even
up.
see the trade. I was just like, what? And then he
It's
literally
'cause the
said
Eagles
to
are on a
uphold
bye.
it.
The
He
Eagles
wanted the trade to go through
Yeah,
at
I
this
know.
point.
Are the Cowboys on a bye?
No, the
No,
Eagles.
the Eagles were on a bye.
No, like
And he wanted
It's
apparently
up to
to trade for a running back in 1 week.
just for the week. He wanted
I
a running
guess.
back who was good, so he downgraded at running back. So
And
that he
then
didn't have to
at
pick one up.
7:30 he goes, "Veto it now. Got a backup. Don't make Andrew better." What?
So now it's
like-
like Andrew's team then.
Wait, but why would you do that trade?
Andrew's probably the favorite, I would say.
Let me just look at where's
In
this.
the league,
The projections aren't always right, but final standings.
His team is
projections.
Kyler, Josh Jacobs.
Yeah,
James
he's
Conner,
projected to 1.
Tyreek, Stephon Diggs.
Pietro is
Darren
projected at
Waller.
2.
Am I still projected at 4?
Yes.
This is absurd.
Nick is 3.
This is literally absurd.
I'm 5 now, and Chris is 6. So
I think mathematically I can't come in 4th.
I'm in the division with you and Donis, so you guys are 6 and 3.
I mean, playoff wise, maybe if you lose first round, if that's what it means, but that's not what it means.
No, it means end of year standings.
Yeah,
I think
if I make the playoffs, I think I'll win the league.
Wow, that's a hot.
You never know. I mean, these teams are good enough that anybody can go off at any point.
I don't care.
I would have beaten you this week. You came in 4th this week, points wise.
Points, really?
These teams are good enough that anybody.
The only teams that were worse than you were Pietro, who didn't start a tight end, and Stewart, who somehow
Chris
sucked.
literally put up 150 last week.
Okay,
oh no,
awesome.
that was in the other league that I was in with Chris. I put up 200 points in an 8-person league.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Ask.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Wow. Okay. All right. On that note, let's move into predictions. Stuart,
all right.
Why don't you go ahead and read off our records?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't have the total.
I also have
record.
the total.
Chandler has the total.
I thought Chandler gave him to you.
Let me just say real quick though, just to call out Nick. So we had a tough
Great.
week again, but me and Chandler both went 6 and 7, and Nick had by far the worst week of anybody. He went 4 and 9.
Ever.
4 and 9. He only got 4 games correct. It was a tough week. He picked too many crazy games. So, but he's still beating me overall. So
Yeah.
But yeah, all right.
I mean, I've never, knock on wood, I've never not been in first in the predictions.
You were earlier in this NFL thing.
I've been at 500 this whole time.
Was it I in first?
No.
I was definitely in first place at one point.
No one was ever more than a game or 2 ahead of each other at the beginning, and then Donis isn't in this anymore.
Nick,
so
I was 11 and 5 the first.
Donis with the win percentage.
I was 11 and 5.
I know I was last.
9 and 7.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go through.
Okay.
No. I legit thought I was better than that. Hey, but at least I'm doing better than NBA and than NHL. What is wrong with my predictions? It's not
you're still beating me. You're still beating me in the overall. So
yeah,
Chandler, can you read them all?
Yeah,
but it's probably gonna be like an NBA thing where I blow the lead and you're like Chandler in the NBA and you pass me. In the NBA, yes, I did. I was 12 and 0.
Oh, in basketball, I thought you meant in this.
You're 12 and 0 and finished 48 and 34.
Yeah, you're horrible. Stewart is 43 and 47. That's tough.
Too many upsets.
Yeah, and then Nick is 46 and 44. Clap it up for Nick, but I'm 50 and 40 because I'm amazing. Basically.
All right. Let's do this picks now.
Yep.
All right, Nick.
Now I'm probably gonna blow.
Nick, turn your mic on. No. Do it right now.
Oh.
Okay, so Thursday Night Football, the Colts are playing at the Titans. They do have fans. The Titans are favored by 2. I'm taking the Titans.
I'm taking the Titans.
I'm taking the Titans as well.
No, you get to pick the Colts because you want them to go 12 and 4.
Nope.
All right, fine. All right, and then so the 1:00 games. Tampa Bay is going to Carolina. Tampa Bay is favored by 4.5. These might change. I'm taking the
Tampa. Easy.
Well,
it's gonna depend.
Actually.
I'm still taking Tampa, but it's going to be interesting if Christian McCaffrey plays.
I'd say the line is actually correct. It'll probably be like a 6-point win.
Yeah, I'll take Tampa, I guess. Right. Damn.
All right, Eagles are playing the Giants. Eagles are favored by 3.5. I'm taking the Giants. I'm taking the Giants.
The Eagles are coming back from a bye week. I'm taking the Eagles.
Yeah, same.
I'm taking the Giants.
This is how ruthless.
Behind us, Stuart.
This is how I lose. Okay. All right, we talked about this a little bit, but the Jags are playing at Lambeau. The Packers are favored by 13.5, which I think is too high.
Give me the Jags.
Yeah, I'm taking the Jags.
Let's go, Jake.
I'm gonna take
the Packers. I dare you.
I bet that.
I dare you to take the Packers.
Take whoever you want, Nick.
All right, I'm taking the Packers.
They're
They're accepted.
38.
If they win, I'm gonna dance next week.
All right,
I want you to dance if they lose.
Let's see
Your
it.
punishment is if you lose. If they lose, you dance, and you're gonna dance if they win. Also,
Texans at Browns. The Browns are favored by 3. Nick Chubb is back from injury.
Wait, Browns versus who?
Texans. I'm taking the Browns all day long. They have a good running game.
God.
3, and where's the game?
Cleveland.
Yeah, I'll take Cleveland.
Browns. Okay.
I like
Washington. Oh man, this is a great game. Yeah, the Washington football team takes a trip to the Detroit Lions.
Oh yeah.
The Lions are favored by 4. I'll take the Lions, I guess.
Playing?
I'm
don't
taking
know.
the Lions.
The Washington's terrible.
But it's Stafford
Who
playing.
cares?
I don't know. I hope so.
All we know is
Chase Daniel's good enough to.
Kyle Allen.
How many points
not playing.
is Washington going to score in this game? 13?
Alex Smith is going to run it in for 4 touchdowns.
He's not going to run it. Let's be honest.
You don't want him to run at all.
Last time he ran it did not go well. Last time he ran it did not go well. I am, I have to take the Lions. But if Stafford doesn't play, I would take the.
Let me just check. I'll check Bleacher Report. Hold on.
Because he's currently questionable, I believe. Because he got hurt at the end of that game, obviously.
Yeah, it's not the COVID list thing anymore.
No.
Let me just look at let me just see what he's listed right now.
I don't care. I'm taking the
He's
Lions.
not listed on the injury report, so a bunch of the players
I'm literally taking the Lions.
Kenny Galladay is out.
They're back up through a touchdown.
Awesome.
They're playing the Vikings.
Your point is
it was a garbage time
they're
touchdown.
Playing the Lions.
You mean the Washington?
I mean, they're playing Washington.
All right. This is a good game here. Bills going to the Cardinals. This is Chandler Sierra team versus his bandwagon team. The Cardinals are here by 1.5. I'm taking the Cardinals.
Against who?
The Bills.
Bills.
Oh yeah, I'm taking the Cardinals. The line could be 10, and I'm taking the Cardinals. No, I probably would take the Bills, then. But no, I'm taking the Cardinals.
I'm taking the Cardinals too.
It's gonna be a 9-point win.
Broncos at Raiders. The Raiders are favored by 5.
I don't even care. Raiders.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's too low, honestly. The Broncos are not good. And the Raiders are pretty good.
Should be like an 8.
It might go up later this week, but
yeah, it could. All right, Chargers at Dolphins. This one's also too low. 2.5. The Dolphins are favored.
Oh, that's gonna be a damn good game. I'm going Dolphins.
I'm gonna really enjoy that game. I'm going Dolphins.
Watch it. It's gonna be like a 1-point.
Oh yeah, don't worry. It's gonna be.
RCN's gonna show like the Washington Lions game, and then I don't know, some other crappy game.
The 49ers Saints game that's happening.
Yeah, it's gonna be
the
a
next
blowout.
one. 49ers Saints. The Saints are favored by 9.5.
Oh wow, brutal. I'm going Saints.
Still taking the Saints though.
Nick Mullins, prove us wrong.
All right, this one I had to look up on the web, so I guess it hasn't actually been officially listed. But as of right now, the Steelers are going to Cincinnati, and they're favored by 8.5.
Oh,
I like the Bengals. Give me the Bengals.
Give me the Bengals. Give me the Bengals. Big Ben might not play.
Yeah,
and
right.
Same with the rest of their team.
I'm taking the Bengals.
Damn it! I shouldn't have said that.
Well, no, because also he isn't going to be able to practice until like.
Also, don't sleep on this Bengals team. Come on now, they can make these competitive. They might lose.
Joe Burrow,
or just definitely sleep on it, except for Joe Burrow.
He makes all these games interesting.
T. Higgins has been good.
He's the white Russell Wilson. Yep. All right, Seahawks at Rams. The Rams are favored by 1.5. I'll take the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I mean, the Seahawks defense is just atrocious, but yeah.
Jared Goff is going to go for 350 yards, but I'm still taking the Seahawks. You know what? I'm saying it. Jared Goff is going to go for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, and he's still going to lose.
All right, Ravens at Patriots. Sunday Night Football.
Ravens.
Oh, no.
Don't even care what the line is. I think it's 7.5.
It's 7 right now. It's 7.
I'm taking the Ravens.
Oh, I gotta take the Ravens.
It could be 13, and I'm taking the Ravens.
Imagine we win.
It could be 20.
If we win,
it could be 20, and I would still strongly consider it.
I would not.
If we win, Gillette Nation's gonna be like, guys, this is it. This is the push for the playoffs.
Let's go, 8 seed.
All right, Vikings at Bears on Monday night.
We're literally gonna pray for Kobe.
The Vikings are favored by 2.5, and this is gonna be tough for me to pick.
Wait, versus Bears?
Yeah, the Bears aren't that good, dude. They suck.
Bears suck. Yeah.
Their offense is just anemic.
Hold up.
I'm picking the Bears. I'm picking the Bears. I'm picking the Bears. I can't.
I'm picking the Vikings.
Wait, where's
the game? Never mind. I'm picking the Bears. This is Kirk Cousins in prime time.
Yeah, it's Monday Night Football.
Oh, I am absolutely taking the Bears.
Hey, but Nick, if he hands it off, Chandler, like you said.
What are you doing, Nick?
Hands it off to Dalvin Cook.
You're taking the Vikings?
No, I'm taking the Bears.
Okay, because that's a good pick because the Bears are currently they've currently let up the second least rushing yards or not.
Yeah, the defense is
they've second least rushing touchdowns. That's what it was.
No, what I was trying to do is make you pick the Vikings.
Oh yeah, you're wrong. Yeah, you're not going to do that because I'm looking up stats. So get fucked.
Okay,
Go
so let's
ahead,
just see.
Stuart.
Let me just see what the.
Is that all the games?
That was last game. Yeah. Let me just see. Where are we disagreeing? So I'm picking the Giants, and you guys both picked the Eagles.
Yep.
Why did not? That's not going to work. But whatever. Nick picked the Packers, and we both picked the Jags. I think that was it. That was the only disagreement we had.
Okay, 6. So I can only lose one game to Nick.
I need a W. W. I need to go 16.
Was that the Giants are going to blow out the Eagles?
Imagine.
Beautiful.
Daniel Jones is going to throw 7 touchdowns.
Carson Wentz will retire.
800 yards.
All right. That's the episode. A very entertaining episode, to say the least. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching this one. Make sure to stay tuned. A lot of announcements coming for the Nosebleeds podcast in the future, as well as Chandler. He's going to be starting a college football weekly episode.
Yeah.
So make sure to tune in for that. That should be going up later this week at some point. So make sure to stay tuned for all the latest college football news and draft updates with your man, Chandler, Bet on Bets. And then
I do the work so you don't have to.
Go faster.
Just do it, Nike.
Go faster.
And that's it. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. From the Nosebleeds podcast, my name is Nick Antonakis.
You can.
I can. Anyway, I'm gonna go on active speaker so I don't. Oh no, damn it! I can only see myself. I can only see Stuart in the celebratory thing. All right, here we go.
Nick, this isn't that hard.
I fucking hate that. All right,
Do you want me to
go. No. How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to yet another weekly NFL recap episode of the Nosebleeds podcast. Everybody's putting up these stupid emojis. Damn it. All right, we're starting over. Here we go. I saw the clap and the laugh change. All right, here we go.